Okay.
Good evening in the UK and good afternoon in the USA, and welcome, Ileane.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Steven. I'm so looking forward to this.
My pleasure. I mean, we connected on Blab about 6 months ago, and on the Blabbing for Britain show that Jon and I do on a Thursday, and we've got on famously since then.
Right. Absolutely.
Yep. Hopping into each other's blabs, blab hopping at its best. And we've come to learn that you've been in social media for a little while, and your expertise, podcasting. But today we're going to talk about YouTube, aren't we?
Yes, we had to pick a topic.
Yeah. So we're going to pick the YouTube channel. Now, the standard way of using YouTube is for people to say, right, I've got a YouTube channel. I'm going to put my video MP4s up there, and then nobody comes and watches. So obviously we're doing it wrong. How can we how can we make a good start on YouTube?
Okay, great question. Well, let's start off by a little bit of just introducing myself to those who don't know who I am. Ileane, and I have 2 blogs. One is basicblogtips.com and the other one is ileanesmith.com. And you can actually watch this blab on my ileanesmith.com/live. So I started blogging and doing YouTube and podcasting in 2009. And out of those, and although I love blogging and podcasting, YouTube has just become my favorite. And I think it's because I enjoy watching YouTube so very much. If I'm not watching a blab, I'm probably watching a YouTube video. So as a consumer of YouTube videos, I've been able to take things from both sides of the fence as a creator and as someone who consumes all different kinds of content, mostly educational, but I do every now and then I will, just watch something that's entertaining. So most of us here on Blab and probably watching this replay are developing some type of topical or educational content. We're not necessarily doing comedy routines or doing any other type of entertainment, which is really very, very popular on YouTube. So that makes it a bit more of a challenge to get our content shown. But on the other hand, the big advantage is that there are people coming to YouTube learning how to do stuff. Anything from changing the tire on a car, to how to cook a fantastic meal, to how to do social media or how to blog, and all the other things that we tend to talk about when we're in the marketing realm. So indeed. I found a long time ago that doing tutorials was kind of like my sweet spot because people like the way I teach and I also have fun doing it. So then the next challenge is, okay, like Steven said, how do we get people to watch our videos? We just come from nowhere and you've got all this competition. Okay, because YouTube is, I think it's like so many hours, 400 or 500 of hours worth of content. And it's probably more than that now. But the last statistics I heard was 500 hours worth of content being uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
So you've got to do something to make your channel stand out. So when you start, one thing would be great if you know the focus of your channel. You don't want to have one channel where you're teaching dog training one day and the next day you're talking about how to survive on Twitter. And it's just, apples and oranges. And I see a lot of that. That's one of the big mistakes that I see folks doing. They're mixing different content because they figure, I don't want to start another YouTube channel. And it's like, why not? It takes like a couple minutes. You just, have to have a name and you start another channel. And, because people, when they subscribe to your channel, you're making a promise to them. You're saying, I'm going to deliver a certain type of content because I know that's what you're interested in. So when you break that promise, they get mad and they unsubscribe or they stop watching. Okay. Right. So I think that is like a starting point. Try to decide on your topic. Right. And you can always change it. Don't get me wrong. You're not locked in, but at least your first 2-3 videos, you want to stick to a topic and see how it goes. See if you like producing that kind of content and if you're getting any kind of feedback or comments or anything like that.
Right. Okay. I fully appreciate everything you said. When you're starting a second channel on YouTube, do you have to have a separate email address just for setting it up?
No, you do not. YouTube makes it very easy for you to start another channel, and you can do that right from your same email and your Gmail login. But before we even get into that, let's just focus on somebody who's got their topic, okay, and they've decided what they want to make videos about. Maybe they made 2, 3, maybe 4 videos, but they're still in the process of formulating, their strategy. Because when you and I talked earlier, Steven, you said, let's talk about strategy. Okay.
Indeed. Yes,
so
indeed. Yep.
Here's what you can do. Even before you upload your very first video, there's one thing that you need to know about YouTube. They like for you to keep people on their platform. Okay. Now as marketers and bloggers, we've been trained, get people off of YouTube. We want them on our blog. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
But
indeed,
the longer you get people to stay on YouTube, the more love you're going to get from YouTube. Okay. So before you even record your first video, you can start off your channel by making playlists. Okay. You've decided your topic is going to be Italian cuisine. I have my friend Nazim in the audience. And so that's why even though he said he was cooking Venezuelan tonight, but anyhow, so let's just say your topic is Italian cuisine. So you don't have any videos yet, or you just have this one video and it's so because you haven't got your technique down yet.
Right.
Start finding some really interesting videos on YouTube.
Right.
And put them into a playlist. Okay. So that's one way to build content for your channel and send signals back to YouTube that this is what I'm going to be talking about. Okay.
That's a wonderful thing. When we're posting on Facebook and we're posting on our own page, we'll post something that we've written, but we'll also post things that other people have done, won't we?
That's right.
It's a similar approach to that because you're actually creating it's video curation, isn't it?
It's curation. Absolutely, which is one of my favorite things to do. So as you're curating, then as you're creating more videos, you're going to put your own videos into that playlist until you get to the point where you have enough of your own videos where you can make your own playlist. Okay. So that's just one strategy. The other thing, I'm going to talk about one of the mistakes that a lot of people make when they're setting up their channel. For one thing, they don't have a banner art up. And I was so pleased when I went to Steven's channel the other day and he had banner art and it was very nice. It was lovely. And it was like, yes, because it says to people when they come to your channel, this person cares. They're serious about YouTube. They want to take it to the next level. They're interested in growing this channel. It's not like, I just put a video up there and I'm on my way doing something else. So they know, okay, now you're a little bit more serious than billions of other people that have YouTube videos out there that don't really care. Okay. So it lets people know that you want to build an audience. So the other thing you want to do is now integrate and cross promote. I'm going to look at my notes now because, yes, I talked about playlists. Integration and cross promotion. This is one thing.
Questions whilst Ileane is talking, please put the questions in the right hand corner. We'll be open to people coming on to speak directly to Ileane in, I'm going to say 20 minutes time, because it's a movable 20 minutes. Ileane, okay, over back to you.
Okay. Yes. And so I do see some comments, and my friend Kim is saying that she has a banner, but she's got to update it. It's okay. As long as it's a banner that people see, that is not that default. Because YouTube gives like maybe 5 or 6 different color variations of that same corny.
It's an opportunity to stand out, isn't it?
Right.
It's your home, it's your artwork, and you've got to show yourself off to the best that you can.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. So one of the other mistakes I see people doing is there's a lot of settings in YouTube, your YouTube channel. And I know it's a challenge, especially when you're new to YouTube, to go through all those settings. You're like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to check off here. I don't know. There's about 5 screens of settings, but you have to spend the time to go through them all. And I recommend to everyone, because this question has come up already, to monetize your channel. And the reason I say that, and people may say, well, I don't want ads to play before my videos. You only have to do it for one video. Okay.
Indeed.
But remember, YouTube is a give and take. Always remember, and it's called the YouTube Partner Program for a reason. It's a give and take between you and YouTube. You monetize your channel, YouTube's going to give you some perks. Okay. So a couple of the perks that you're going to get, you're going to be able to upload longer than 15 minutes. You're going to be able to go live on YouTube. You're going to be able to use a custom thumbnail, which is something that Steven and I have on our agenda to cover today.
Yes, indeed.
Custom thumbnails. Now, you might want to write this down, but if you don't worry about it, because I have a little cheat sheet for you guys. The size of the thumbnail is going to be 1280 wide by 720 high. That's the size of the thumbnail that you're going to want to use. Now, you want to use fonts that are bright and big enough. You don't want to, like have this little teeny tiny, you've got this thing that's this big and then the words are this small. Well, nobody can read it. Remember, people are consuming on their phones. Okay. And once you start looking in your analytics, you'll see that you're going to be getting views from your phone. People are on their iPhones, they're on Android, they're even on their iPads. So you have to have something that's legible. You don't want to have this little teeny type and all this confusing imagery in the background. You want to keep it simple. You want it to be eye-catching, but you want your type, if you're going to have text on it, to be legible. Okay. And I do recommend that. And so you want to have high contrast. So if your background is dark, you want to have light type. If you're the other way around, if your background is light, you want to have dark type. Just go through your phone yourself, go through your YouTube channel, your YouTube subscriptions yourself, and see what stands out, what catches your eye. It's okay to copy somebody's style or formatting or the font that they're using. You want to use a nice chunky font. Okay. And that's okay. You're still going to put your logo on. Of course, you're not going to be copying somebody for their logo, but you're going to have, your branding in some way, shape, or form. Right. Personally, I decided that my branding for the most part was going to be me. So I have my face on most of not all, but most of my thumbnails. And, like I said, the custom thumbnail is one of those perks that you get after you monetize your channel and verify your website. Okay. And it's not really hard to do, guys. The bottom line is to keep in mind, if you have a website, you should have access to being able to put code on the back end. If it's WordPress, it's super duper simple. If you have something else, I'm sure there's help tutorials from whoever you're getting your website from, Squarespace or Weebly or one of those other animals.
Well, I mean, often there is a link between the videos you're posting and a blog you've written.
That's right. That's right. Because you're going to want to embed them on your blog, and that's another thing we can get into as far as promoting your videos. But I want us to go to the next thing here. Oh, on your channel banner, Jon and everybody here, and maybe I'll do a little screen share.
Okay.
Oh, somebody asked for my YouTube link, so let me give that real quick. My channel is Miss Ileane Speaks. If you search for Ileane, you're going to find me. Just spell my name right. And that's Ileane. Okay. Oh, thank you. Nicholas did it. He got to it before me. So let's see if we can do a little screen share, because I want, Steven, what's the name of your channel again?
Okay, I can give you that. Do you want me to put it into the drop-in?
Yes. Can you do that? And actually, I'm probably going to do it as a screen share. Sure, Nazim, I think it's fine for you to put your YouTube channel link. If anybody wants to share their YouTube channel link. Nope, that's not going to work that way. You have to put it into the chat, and then I'll screen share it for you.
Okay.
The channel won't show. It's just the individual videos that you can pop in there. Okay, so hang on, guys. Bear with me one moment while I grab this and put this in a window that we can share. Okay.
Welcome, Jon. If you want to join us, then please just hop in.
All right. And there's Jon. Oh, geez.
Wonderful.
I was about to put the screen sharing over top of Jon. We can't do
Guys, I'm not stopping, I'm afraid.
All right, okay.
I'm taken really seriously ill this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, so sorry.
I just popped home to get some bits and pieces. So I can only apologise that I'm not going to be taking part.
Well, everyone, please send your prayers to Jon and his family.
I kind of wish it would finish now, Ileane.
We understand where you're at, Jon.
Yeah, you're still going.
My best wishes to everybody. I promise to watch the replay, but I've got to go, folks.
Okay,
take care, Jon.
Bye.
Well, we'll think of you and your family. Okay, Jon's father is ill. So, okay, here's Jon's channel, guys. And as you can see here, he's got that lovely banner. Okay. And he does have some video. He does have some things set up, but there's other things that he needs to set up on here. He does have some playlists. Let me see if I can scroll down here. He's got some playlists there. So, you've got to give a couple thumbs up there. Oops, my bad. I went to the wrong. I jumped ahead. Sorry, guys.
No
All right. So here we go. So now, just take a look at my channel, and just so we can see a little bit of what's different here. Okay. And the quickest way for me to get there, I already had it open in the other window. And sometimes YouTube doesn't move at the speed that I wanted to, but they want our sites to move super duper fast. But that's another story.
It is.
Okay, so I'm headed. Okay, so here's one thing. Notice let me see if I put my mouse over here so you can see. Notice over here, not only do I have links to my Google Plus, but also my Pinterest, my Twitter, Blab, and my podcast, and my website.
Yes.
Okay, so that's something that Jon needs to update on his channel, because if you remember, guys, he's only got Google Plus there. And I don't know how active you are on Google Plus, but I'm sure you've got a website. You want your website there.
I'm more active on Twitter and Facebook.
And Twitter. Then you want your Twitter there. You want your Facebook.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
So these are things, guys, you want to cross promote your channel. There's another thing here, and I haven't looked at this, Jon. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but you did want to know about improving. See this when I'm hovering over now? There's an about section, and a lot of people don't even know this is here. Okay. But yay, Jon has his filled in. Steven has his filled in. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Right.
So Jon is on my mind. I'm sorry. So, this is great. You could add more keywords here to talk about what it is. But even though you do say business interviews, okay, so that's good. And then if you wanted, it does say for business inquiries, view email address. And it asks someone to put in a captcha before they show your email address. Okay, fine. So good. So I just wanted you guys to know, to be aware that there is an about page here for your channel that you should fill in, and you can put a whole lot more text in there than that. Okay, so these are just little things. And, the concept, guys, is not just about putting your Twitter and all that on there, even though that's important. But it's the concept of cross-promoting and integrating, so that even on your blog, you've got a link to your YouTube. Even on your Twitter, you're tweeting your YouTube videos. Right. Even on your Facebook or your page, more importantly, because most people on your profile are probably not going to care, depending upon what your videos are, your topic of your videos, because you could be talking about weight loss and all your friends probably won't know about that. Gardening.
Just a quick reply to Nicholas. I know we use a generic address there. I do have an address. It's not readily memorable though, and once you've done it, you can't change it. So we could have used the direct address if I'd remembered what it was, and if I can't remember it, fine. Right. Okay. Sorry, Ileane.
Oh, no problem. And Carlos, I'm sorry if you said, are you saying you typed in the wrong channel? Then put the right one in here.
That is my YouTube account.
No, Carlos posted his channel. I'm not sure what he meant by that. Okay. Right. And I have a video on YouTube that has almost 500,000 views. Is there any reward for hitting certain views levels? Yes, but I think it starts at 1 million. Not sure. I don't keep up with that because I'm nowhere near it. But YouTube will give you like a gold play button, and then you can get like a platinum play button, and they send you something out. They give you like a little plaque when you get like I think if you get 100,000 subscribers. And don't hold me to those numbers, guys. But I know when you make big numbers, YouTube does acknowledge you. And they send you something to your home that you can actually display, like a little plaque, sort of. So, yep, you do. You get special perks. Okay. So, all right. So we talked about playlists. We talked about having a strategy. Okay, the channel trailer video. Okay, right. And that you probably don't want to put the channel trailer video up as your first video. And what I mean by the channel trailer, that's a video for people who are not subscribed to your channel. They find your channel through search, or they see your link or whatever. They come there and there's a video that will auto play. Right. Okay. So you want to have, after you've put some videos up there, because, the day that you signed up for YouTube, after you've done about 5 or 6 videos, you might like, maybe I want to change my topic. Or maybe I said I was going to talk about Twitter, but I wound up talking more about Facebook, whatever the case may be. Okay. So after you've put up a few videos, or you see that one is like really starting to get some traction, maybe you want to go in that direction, then that's when you put up your trailer that will introduce people to the channel and say, this is what I'm going to be talking about. Hi, I'm so-and-so. Yep. I'm with such and such a website. This is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to do it. I'm going to publish a new video every Tuesday. Of course, I wouldn't say that, but maybe some of you would. Or every day. There's lots of YouTubers that vlog every day.
Can I just come back to that?
Yeah, sure.
There's some YouTubers who upload 8 videos a week, but they do it in the space of 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. What advice do you give?
Yeah. That's on my list, Jon. Steven. Okay. Steven, that's on my list. I'm not going to forget that.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So you set expectations in that little
Yes.
trailer video. Okay. So that's kind of important. But like I said, you don't need it the very first day. Put some having videos, having content, and having those playlists is probably more important than the channel trailer, because nobody found you yet. So nobody's going to find you. So they're not going to see that trailer. So it's not until after you start getting some views, like maybe once your channel hits 100 views,
Right.
how many videos you have. You may have 3 videos. You may have 30 videos, but you finally hit 100 views. It's like, okay, it's time for a trailer now, because you're picking up some steam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Got it.
So now in this talking about scheduling, let's go to that right now. Once you do start building up your subscribers, remember, they're not just subscribed to you, they're subscribed to other people. Not unless you're just in such a small, obscure niche that your people didn't even know about YouTube until you told them. Now, I'm not sure who that could be. But let's just assume that 90% of the folks in the world already know about YouTube, and they're already subscribed to a channel or 2. All right. And probably more. Like me, I subscribe to literally hundreds of YouTubers. So one thing that can annoy subscribers is, just like on Twitter or just like on Facebook, is when you bombard them, excuse me, and clog up their feed by posting video after video after video. Like, there's one video 1 minute, the next minute you post another video, as long as it takes for you to post a video, then you post another one and another one and another one. And that will make people unsubscribe. Right. Just think, if you were subscribed to someone and, you go to check your subscription feed, and you want to see Steven's videos. You want to see my videos. I see Mayana came in earlier. You want to see Mayana's. Nazim is here. Carlos is here. You want to see his video. And then all you see is Ileane. You're like, oh, jeez. So it's very simple to schedule your YouTube videos. It's almost like, think about Buffer for Twitter or any other scheduling tool, but only YouTube has a built-in scheduling feature. And I actually have a video that shows you how to do it. It's not hard, but there is a little trick. And if you missed that trick, you messed it up. So before you upload the video, you have to say schedule. And so I have a little video that shows you, it's really short, to show you how to do that and just talk about that whole philosophy. In fact, there's a blog post over on my blog, and I pinned that one up to the top of the page. I was telling Steven the other day that, good that we're talking about YouTube, because I just pinned this blog post. And in fact, I'll put it here. And sometimes it works better to pin it once you put it in the chat. See if that works. Nope, it didn't work. No,
well, it's close.
Sometimes Blab likes to show it. Sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, you guys have the link there. You can just go to, and I'll do it in the screen share so you can see it. Okay. And I also talk in this about how to make the thumbnails. So that's a couple, you get 2 tutorials in one on this one. I'll talk about how to schedule the videos, uploads, and also there's a link there for my course if you want to take my course. And then, there's the video that actually is the tutorial. And just based on this little screenshot, you see it right there, right before you're getting ready to upload. There's your choices: public, unlisted, private, and scheduled. So you got to say schedule before you even start uploading. If you don't, you blow.
So if you find yourself with 8 videos to upload them as scheduled and publish one each day.
Right.
That's the advice, yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Okay. There's a friend of mine who isn't watching who could well use that advice. But he'd probably catch the replay. I'm not going to name him, but Jon knows him, and so does Michelle.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm just back.
Okay. Also, I also have a template in that blog post. Hey, Michelle. also in that blog post, there's a template that you can download for the sizes of the thumbnails, even though you probably won't need that template, but it's just, a free download. It's no big deal. Okay.
And the question from Michelle, based on what we've just been talking about, is it too much to post video a day?
I would test it. I would think that once a day is fine, because there's a lot of YouTubers that publish videos once a day and they're popular. So I would test that though on your audience, so let's just say you don't have that many subscribers.
Okay.
So, you're just starting out. Let's say you have 50, 60 subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah, they may be a little bit more sensitive, but if you've got 5,000, 6,000 subscribers, they probably would want one video from you a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you have to test it, because YouTube will show you when you're losing subscribers in your analytics. And that's why I was saying earlier, we jumped ahead. I had that screen all ready to show. Got to get back up here now though.
Okay.
And they show you when you lose subscribers and all that good stuff. So you'll know if you lost a subscriber because you did some test of some kind, then okay, I better do it once a week.
Okay.
But like I said, Michelle, set expectations. So when you have that channel trailer, then you can tell people, I'm going to be posting once a day. And if once a day is too much, they're not going to subscribe to you. And that's fine, because that's not your audience. But, it depends if you're going to keep that once a day going. Okay, so here, just to give you guys an example of my YouTube stats. And, so you won't get discouraged. I'm going to go back to the lifetime. Remember, I told you I started back in 2009. And notice that how flatline things were in the beginning. Now, that's not really completely flatlined. Okay?
That looks familiar to me.
Yeah.
Looks familiar.
Okay, here, let's just go into the views. Okay, so it's really, really tiny. Sorry, I don't know why it's a little finicky. The page didn't finish loading yet. It's not letting me change the parameters. So anyway, what you can see there in the beginning, 2010, 2011, you can barely even see that there was a line here. It's so small. I was probably lucky to get 100 views, whereas now I'm getting close to 500 views a day.
Yes.
And, finally it moved.
There you are.
Okay. Sheesh. All right. Oh, and it also changed the time. So that's okay. So I just didn't want you guys to get discouraged, to let you know that it's okay if your channel doesn't grow in the beginning. It takes a while. Maybe you didn't find that one video. Like for me, it was just one video that just catapulted my stats. This one about the outer box. If I go to the lifetime views on that video, let's do that really quickly since YouTube seems to be behaving now. You'll see the lifetime views is 134,000 views on that one video. Okay, right. So that...
Yeah, it's trying to find that. I have a blog post, and it's entitled 101 Things to Do with a Brick. And it's my... Well, exactly. But people Google it, and so you can't always predict you can't predict which video will be the hit, can you?
Right. Oh, because I never thought that was going to be the hit. And as you guys know, I talk about social media, YouTube, and blogging. And this video is about how to open the outer box, which is an iPhone case. Oh, actually, that was the Samsung Galaxy case, but they have it for iPhones as well. And I just did it. I don't know, just because I was like, oh, this would be a cute little video. Never thinking that it was going to be one of my top videos to hear. And Walter has, how many videos were you posting when you started out? I don't remember, Walter, but I can say I have honestly never been consistent with posting like a weekly schedule or because as you guys probably know, I have a full-time job. So I can't say that I've ever gone long stretches of not posting. I probably have only gone 1 month that I didn't post. Now I'm back to my all-time views here, which is a little over 500,000. You guys see 596,000.
They are figures that we all aspire to.
Yeah,
we would like to get those figures. So we're listening because we know that you know how.
And that's the thing, guys. I want to share with you anything that I've learned, but I'm going to tell you, my channel is not perfect, and it was never my goal to be perfect. It was only to teach. Oh, the following page has become unresponsive. Okay. It was only to teach what I've learned. You know, I want to learn. And then when I learn something, I absorb it. I try to nail it down, and then I come back and teach it. And I just want to see you guys succeed. I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. I'm not trying to go viral. And I don't recommend that you try to go viral. If you do, yay!
Indeed.
But
that's the bonus, isn't it?
But don't.
But it's hard work.
It's just a bonus. Exactly. Don't think in terms of going viral unless you've got some big production budget and all that, in which case, don't even listen to little old me. But if you are one of thousands of people that I've met, that I've known since I've been on YouTube and here on Blab, who have videos that have 20 views, 35 views, 40, and they're, you know, these videos are a year old, you know, and they've only got like 25 views, you know, then I can definitely help you, you know, with the strategies and what I've learned and my trial and error. I'm going to close this out because it's flickering. And, you know, what I've tested and what I've seen from other folks, because a lot of things that I want to implement, I don't even have enough time to implement. So, you know, YouTube is also a great place to do live streaming, guys. You know, when we talk about strategy, live streaming is where everything is turning. You see, even Facebook jumped on that live streaming bandwagon. Okay. You've had the ability to live stream on YouTube for a long time, but it only got easier when iPhone apps. And there's also an Android app that you can use to live stream on YouTube. Now, if you got a lot of patience, you can wait for YouTube to come out with an app. But on the other hand, you can use a different app, and I'll show you the one you can use, and it's called Live Air Solo. And I've done a tutorial about it. And I'll give you guys a link for that tutorial to show you how to set it up. And, you know, it's really a cool app. And let's see how many views I have on that video. That video right now has got 517 views, and it's been out since February. So it's at 3 months. So because people are looking for a way to live stream on YouTube without investing in the Wirecast software for your desktop, which is, you know, more complicated. And then you can also do this when you're on the go. So you can use this on your iPhone, just like when you're out doing your periscopes or whatever. You could also be going live on YouTube.
The question been asked about PC, and I was using the other day OBS to live stream on Facebook to my business page, or I could have gone to my profile as well, and then onto YouTube. It's a whole new world, isn't it?
Yeah.
This live video.
I gotta tell you, blabbers are way more savvy. The average person has no idea what the OBS is, but coming over here on Blab, and folks like Gabe, who's here. Hey, Gabe, you know, he put out the OBS, how to live stream from OBS video. And then there was a few others that have, you know, YouTube videos on how to do it. And you can use that to do your Facebook Live. Now, I'm not sure if you use it for YouTube Live, because I probably wouldn't do it from my desktop. I would just go ahead and use the Live Air Solo app. I mean, it's probably easier.
Oh yes, I'm not saying it isn't.
Yeah, Gabe did a great tutorial for it. But you don't have to be loyal to YouTube like I am. I do a little Facebook Live,
Yeah.
But guys, I gotta recommend, don't spread yourselves too thin. Like I know that I'm going to spend a lot of time on Blab. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I know that I love YouTube. So I'm just not going to try to tackle that Facebook Live thing right now. I know how to do it. What? I gotta sleep, right?
there's only so much time. I mean, I've done hosted 5 Blabs in the last 3 days, and that's my limit. That's my limit.
Yeah. And see, the other thing, guys, is with just doing a live streaming, okay? And we'll talk about YouTube Live. When you're doing a YouTube live streaming, there is comments. And that's one downside of that app that I told you about. You will not see the comments. So if someone is watching your live broadcast and asking you questions, you won't see it unless you have another device. So if you have an iPad, or, if you're on the go, if you have another device, like you've got your Android phone while you're live streaming from your iPhone or whatever, then you can monitor comments that way. Because I think that's important if you're going to be live streaming to your audience, because you want to build an audience and you want to build a following, then you're going to need to be able to interact in the comments. So all these other apps that are out, there are a lot of apps coming on the scene, and be careful of this, guys, that are going to be integrating. You can Facebook Live, you can Periscope, you can do this, you can do all this stuff at the same time. Make sure they have a way to integrate the comments, so that you can still interact with your audience, but it's going to be a tough cookie to also integrate those YouTube comments. They may be able to get Facebook and Periscope together, but I don't know about the YouTube. But who knows? In 6 months, they'll probably all, there'll be a one size fits all solution for everybody. Because remember, too, the formats are different. YouTube has the rectangular, whereas Facebook is still, the square.
That they are different. I mean, they're different audiences, aren't they?
And the audience is going to be different. If you've got the same audience on Facebook that you have on YouTube, then why do both? What's the point? It's the same people, right?
Exactly.
Well, I do both. So, and Periscope. So just by the fact of the nature that you're doing them on different platforms proves that the audience is different. So they're going to be at different levels of, asking the questions and interacting with each other. They're going to, a lot of the chat, like here on Blab, folks know each other. So they're answering each other's questions. They're responding to each other. But whereas if we were live streaming on YouTube, we may have some strangers that we don't even know. And they could be interacting. They could be asking us questions. Or they could be spamming. Who knows? So all that stuff you have to keep in mind. But for right now, we're just talking about YouTube strategy. So just to bring it back home, try to keep it simple. I wouldn't even, if you're just getting started on YouTube, I wouldn't even worry too much about the live on YouTube right now until you get to the point where you've built up some steam on your channel. You're getting some subscribers. Maybe, like I said, when you get to 100 subscribers, you can feel like, okay, now I can start, I can take it to the next level, even though I don't like saying that little cliche. You guys know what I mean.
Right. We do, most certainly. If anyone would like to come on air and ask questions whilst recording, then just pop in the next minute or so. But we're working our way through Ileane's list. So
yes, there's definitely something else that I got to say that is a very important way to build your channel. And you guys are all very, you guys all know about this, and you've all been doing it. And when I say you guys, I mean folks here on Blab. Collaboration. Collaboration is a great way to grow your channel, because you can appear on somebody else's channel. They can appear on your channel. I did a great collaboration once with a girl. Her name is Renee Christine. They call her Rich Mom. Rich Mom has a video editor, thank God. So I did my little part where I would pretend like I was looking at her because she lives in Vegas. I live in Philly. And I would say, hey, Renee, what's the, whatever the topic was. Actually, the topic was YouTube do's and don'ts. And then I would say, yeah, Renee, you're right. And then Renee is like, she does a little bit of comedy. So she was, she likes to eat Cheese Whiz out of the can. And so it was really a cute video. And then we had one set of clips to put on my channel and then the other set on her channel, and she's got more subscribers than me. So those kinds of collaborations, also just mentioning each other, giving each other shout outs, or giving each other maybe a screencast of a video or a clip from a video that the other person did, or these collaborations like here, Google Hangouts and all that, where you've got folks that will come on cam or even in the chat and contribute. And that is another way to, you're growing your channel, but you're also growing your community.
Indeed. Ileane, would you like to put your link in the bottom right-hand screen so it stays with the...
for my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for your page as well. It's been a pleasure. We're not going to disappear, but in a moment I shall switch the recording off. And then if you want to join us on screen, you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay.
This will of course be available on replay afterwards, and I suggest you let everybody know the gems that Ileane has told us about in the last 45 minutes have been worth the ticket price alone. So please promote this video and the recordings that come from it.
And also, I do have a course on YouTube, and I just posted the link there for that as well. And so sign up for that. And also, on my blog post that I mentioned earlier, there is a link, or there should be a link. I have a checklist for YouTube. Let's see if I can put a different link for that. So the checklist, you guys, is just a free PDF file. I will get that link for you too while we're as we're finishing up here. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. Like I said, the collaboration is always wonderful to, you're introducing me to your audience and vice versa. And, it's just great exchange of information and ideas. I really, really do appreciate it. Since we're connected on Blabbing for Britain every Thursday, 10 o'clock. We've got on famously, and the three of us, with Jon unfortunately not with us today, but it's been the last 15 minutes has been a blast, and don't rush off anybody. Anybody. We'd like to thank you for being here. Tell your friends about it, because it's the best 15 minutes on YouTube you're going to find anywhere. And we look forward to seeing you again. I've no doubt that if I twist Ileane's arm, we might be back again next month. We'll have to see. Okay. So thank you, everyone. And we're going to start recording now. Bye for now.